New York, New York, what's up, New York? Listen, we in New York, right? This is hip hop.
Welcome back to Crash the Industry. This is the TV show for up and coming underground artists, designers, people who are trying to make a name or who have made a name for themselves. This is your platform. So if you feel that up and coming artists and underground artists don't have a home or a place, you're wrong. This is where you need to come. It's Crash the Industry. You can get a lot of information here. You can see a lot of well-known names. You can see a lot of household names. You don't need to see the famous people to get some information about the industry, and this is why we call it Crash the Industry, because you can learn how to get your foot in the door from people who's already doing it and people who are still in it just like you. So with that being said, I would like to introduce my guest, the real Debanaire.
What's going on?
What's going on, my brother?
How you feeling, brother?
Everything is good.
Everything is good.
How you doing?
Can't complain. God is good. Can't complain, man.
So let's get right into it. Back in 2020, I met you and City at the Crisis Bar.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, so we was running around on I want to say the underground chitlin circuit,
Right.
going from lounge to lounge, everybody
Yeah.
putting in work, making the connections. So I watched you do a couple of shows after that, and then I run into you at the Burger House.
Yeah.
And then when I started talking to you and City, you was looking at me and you was like, yo, it's about to change. And City was like, yeah, he just got signed to Sony. So in the year and a half that all transpired, how did you go from the Crisis Bar to signing that deal?
Well, hard work first and foremost, you know, and just going to all of the showcases. Anytime I seen any type of radio station or radio outlet or any kind of contest, I never let up. I made sure I was there. I made sure I was at the place to be amongst the best in the city, and just putting my name out there, you know what I mean? Making sure that people got to see my face.
Okay.
So I actually did a show in Brooklyn, New York, where Hot 97, it was a festival. Shout out to Hot 97, DJ Drewski was there, DJ Self as well. And at that show, there was a record label by the name of Pure Artist Music, scouting for talent, looking, you know, for, I won't say, I guess 90s hip hop, but just real reality music. They were looking for a certain type of artist. And I happened to hit that right on the nail. I had a great show, great turnout. And right after that, I met up, shout out to Tafari Shinbei, Akiba Nelson. Right after my show, we had a meeting. The meeting went well. They sent over the contract. And right now I'm in my second year of my recording deal with Pure Artist Music. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So right timing, perfect performance, the
Right.
right people, it all falls into plan.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hard work, no breaks, and just, you know, honing my craft, you know, knowing what I'm good at, taking risks here and there, but still in all, sticking to the script and not taking no breaks or no shortcuts.
Definitely. So you're like a real journeyman in this because even before I met you, I would hear your name from time to time, and I always thought you was like from Harlem because every time I heard from somebody, it was like, and then I asked the question, I was like, yo, is that from Brooklyn or Harlem? Because I'm listening to your music and you're shouting out Brooklyn, so I was like really confused, and then City was like, nah, you know. So I was just to know that you were grinding, and you see the fruits of your grind. So when you say you didn't let up, what did that entail other than just the shows?
Oh man, the homies, the ladies, you know, you're gonna have to cut back on certain things. You can't come to every party. You can't be on the block every day. You're gonna have to, you know, put away for videos, put away for trips. You know, certain things I had to cut back on. You know, the hennies and the getting my vices, my things that I enjoy doing. I had to take breaks and find a way to put it into my craft. You know what I'm saying? So the videographers, the promo, you know, the radio stations, all of these things, it costs to put yourself out there in the limelight to be seen. You know what I mean? Those big break days, Motown days is over. You know what I'm saying? Nobody coming to save you. Nobody gonna find you on your block rapping your heart out like Meek Mill. You're gonna have to get out there. You're gonna have to go to these shows. You're gonna have to break down the doors, and they're gonna have to see you. And it's gonna have to be other than just right then and there. When nobody's watching and everybody's sleeping, you're gonna have to be up working. So that's what it took. And then it takes solid foundations. Shout out to City Life Entertainment, you know, my guys that they weren't selfish, even though they could rap and they can do certain things. They saw that I had a goal and I was going, and they got behind that and they put me in front of the pack and they pushed me forward. So, you know, a combination of those things can put you in the right position. You just got to know where to find it and where to see it.
All right. So, with that being said, I always have this debate with certain people. I have a love-hate for it, but I kind of have a love-hate for showcases. So, you know, we spoke at a showcase and we was just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, what is your take on, because you see, you wasn't a part of it, but I did want you to be a part of it. I don't think you was in New York at the time. I threw a concert, and I didn't charge nobody to be a part of that concert. I told everybody, all you got to do is sell your tickets, and we split, you know? I don't need all the money. I don't need you to pay me $300. Sell them tickets and let's get the split. Right. So what do you think about showcases?
Right now, it's really bad. Not every showcase is where you need to be at. The flyers look nice, and then you get there, and it's just a debauchery, just horrible. Like, I feel that the quality, you should, first of all, the artist should get something out of it. If you're paying $100, $200 for a slot just to see Drewski for 15 minutes, you're doing the wrong things. You know what I mean? The showcase is about not only showcasing your talent, but connecting with other artists, connecting with other artists' fans, and fan bases, you know, mixing. Right. You know what I mean? A lot of artists, you come with your clique, and you rap, everybody jump on a stage for 10 minutes, and then y'all leave. And it's the same 10 dudes every time, but nobody know who you is. Yeah, you guys shook the ground up, but you guys didn't make no connects, and that's not gonna work for everybody. Everybody not gonna get super hot lit like that. You know what I mean? So the showcases, they have to change. The 30 and 40 rappers, that's gotta change. I think 20 is the max. Not even that, but 20 the max for up and coming artists. And if you're already out here and you got your bones and you can bring at least 10 to 15 people to a show, then make that showcase maybe 10 artists or 15 artists. But getting there at 8 and 9 and not going on until 1 in the morning almost, that's horrible. So the artists are talking, they are speaking, they don't like the showcases. They know that they have to get out there, meet people, they want to do the work, but we need quality showcases to go performing, go networking, go make these moves. So definitely when you find a show that follows these protocols and you actually get a radio interview or a magazine article, or there's somebody that's A&R that can drop some gems, you know, throughout the night, or a great host, that's when you're like, yeah, this is a great showcase. I came out, performed, I got some knowledge, I was able to get an opportunity. That's what I think a showcase needs. Not just a bunch of guys rapping in a cool place, y'all charging for hookah and bottles, and somebody that's lit already that can't do nothing for nobody else, just passes by for 10, 15 minutes, take some photos, and that's it. What did I spend $300 for?
See, and you said something about artists performing and then the 10 or 15 people they came with leave. Right. I absolutely hate that. What I do, see, I do real, like, I don't want to say that word. I do real developing with my artists. And I know you've seen it firsthand. Right. We don't leave until we spoke to everyone in that room, because you don't know who's who in that room. So you do yourself a disservice when you do a dope performance and then you just, all right, we
Cut
out.
out, right.
Because you never know. You might have a song that's missing something in your stash, like I ain't finished this. But one of the people that's performing could be that piece of the puzzle to finish your song.
Exactly.
One of them people might have a connection that you need. Yo, you know what? I know you're not part of my team, but that song is what my people was looking for this. And they might have a play for you. You know what I'm saying? I've seen other managers go up to an artist and say, hey, who's your manager? And they be like, this person right here. And that manager go over and get them a play on 2K. Get them a play on something that they got going on. So
That's dope.
that
Yeah.
right there is a gem you drop without even thinking about it.
Right.
I hate seeing them leave with the whole crew.
Yeah, yeah, you see it all the time. You see it all the time, and it's sad because it be so many of y'all up there. We don't know you to begin with, really, right?
You can't tell who's the rapper.
So once y'all walking through the crowd, who was the dude that was? Damn, they all got all right. Well, and they walking out the door, and then that's it. So he's not. You come off the stage, you give your fives, and you just make your rounds. Yo, so and so, Instagram, bop bop bop, and then maybe see the next act. If you really gotta leave, cool. But that's just cutting out right out the back. It's just disrespect to the culture.
You don't develop your fan base like
Right.
that either, because you went in there with 15 people and
Right.
you left with 15 people.
Right.
You didn't go to the bar, have a drink. Somebody say, hey, I like your performance. Let's exchange IGs. Like,
That's the purpose of doing these shows.
and getting better with your stage performance.
Indeed.
Because I've went to some shows with famous people and I seen famous artists not know how to perform or control a crowd, and I was just looking like, my artist could do that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the internet, It's a lot of famous artists. The internet is a tool. They don't. If they go viral, they kind of do it backwards. Like
they gotta learn
the other way. Oh, I'm already lit here. Now I'm gotta go do shows. Because people is using my song on TikTok, Instagram Reels, whatever the case may be. So you never had to perform it. You never had to go shop your song and constantly remind the people and this, that, and the third. It's already white hot lit. So you gotta do it backwards. You gotta learn that. And then sometimes that's gonna hurt you if you don't have the confidence. If this just happened off a whim, it's gonna hurt you when you get in front of the people because they gonna undress you up and down. If you don't even feel what you talking about, you just doing it to get lit, you're gonna look bad. You know what I'm saying? So stage presence, knowing how to, if you're an MC, knowing how to be an MC, knowing how to talk to the crowd, and believe in your product. You know what I'm saying? So don't just do it because it's lit and hot, whatever. Do it because you love it, and then go outside and just really embrace people and show them like, this is what I'm about. I believe these words, and they'll start to identify with you and feel it. But a lot of these artists haven't learned that.
If you don't believe you, how can I believe you? But and then that's when you get the people like, all right, the song is dope, but I'm gonna go get a drink, or I'm gonna be on my
Right.
phone. I'm gonna just take some photos,
Right.
and you're not controlling the crowd. So even on my last episode when I was talking with my brother Dust, shout out to Dust, we were talking about the lack of development, right? So he's got an artist he's working with. I hit him. I say, yo, this is what I see is missing. He goes, I appreciate that. That's something we could go address. That's nothing hard. And I was like, that's all you had to go do, and that artist is gonna take another step forward. So
right.
I believe in helping everyone help. Because at one point, I don't know if you know, me, City, and Rimwar were supposed to come together and work as a unit for a project.
Oh wow. No, I
Yeah,
didn't know about that.
we talked about it, and we called it the merger. We was gonna do like a merger project, all three of us, and we pool our resources, we pull our artists, and we put our best artists, and then we take the artists under them and do songs with them, and put together one project. I don't know, that might can still happen.
Yeah, no.
I don't know, what's going on. I haven't spoken to City in like 6 months, a year, whatever. I got to reach out.
Nah, we still in tune. I have a show tomorrow in Bushwick, so he's gonna be there tomorrow. We definitely could come together. I'm still working with them. With the label, I have a 50-50 type of deal, I'm able to do things, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So my brothers, I'm not going, they got me to a certain place, but I'm not just like, that's it. Like, we still doing some things. So we can definitely have a sit down and do that. I like the way that sounds, the merger, that
Yeah.
sounds fire, man. Yeah.
So now that you're moving and shaking in the industry, what are some of the things that you're seeing that you say, oh, all right, I could go get money over here doing this, and I could take a step back from that. That's not working. What are some of the things you're seeing being on the inside that you can take advantage of, and up and coming artists could take advantage of and make money?
Ghostwriting is one thing. So I stepped my toe into that field, writing for a few artists, very lucrative. And it's like, you don't have to be on the stage for that. You know, I'm writing for a female artist right now. I'm very excited to see that finished product, but just being able to help develop an artist or help an artist with a vision that they can't quite get themselves, and then being paid for that is a dope avenue. Promo and marketing. I do a lot of stuff with cannabis, so I might go to a pop-up shop and try out a brand, and social media, I'm using that as a tool. I feel like with social media, any artist or any influencer or any brand, it's like that's your office right there, then and there. Find out what you're trying to push, you know, clip it up, you know, find a unique saying or a unique formula and stick to it, build your fan base. That's something else that I'm doing. I do promo, I do my own like album covers, and I do my video editing. So you just learn how to work with your resources, because you get a budget and you get a certain amount of you know, leeway with certain things, and you just learn how to, I say, do it yourself, you know. And I won't say cut corners, but you know, cut through the BS, you know what I'm saying? Because you meet all these people that do certain things that you can do yourself, you know?
I feel you on that. Like with one of my artists, we did a campaign, and I was like, this campaign is gonna cost us a couple of grand, 20, 30 grand if we do this the right way. And I was like, we don't have that budget yet right now.
Right.
So I ended up having to film about 25 out of the 29 videos we did the 28 Days Later campaign for. And I learned how to film. I learned how to edit on the fly. I'm on YouTube University teaching myself. So what I would say to artists, and I'm pretty sure you was just saying that, is you have to figure out how to do it with any means, by any means.
Right.
Because it's a way it can be done, and you can save money if you do it yourself. So that means it's more work, harder work, but the fruits of your labor will be seen.
Exactly.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. You know, it's getting hot in here. We're going to get some water, and we're going to come back. We'll crash the industry with my brother Debanaire. So we'll be right back.
18.7% of Bronxites currently experience food insecurity. Meanwhile, instead of these nice, colorful foods, this is the best food that they have access to. If this sounds like you, there are a bunch of resources to get healthy food for free or cheap. If you want to help, you might consider donating or volunteering in one of these places. Community fridges like this one are all over the city, and allow New Yorkers to conveniently donate extra food to people who might need it. Go to this link and find your nearest one. Food banks and pop-up events like these provide millions of healthy meals to families in need. These organizations are distributing meals to Bronxites as we speak, and are always accepting donations and volunteers.
Welcome back to Crash the Industry. And I'm back with my brother Debanaire, and I got to get back into these questions. I have some more questions for you. So now that you're moving and shaking in the industry, who are some of the people that you most want to work with that you haven't worked with yet, or you're on the verge of working with?
Definitely the Locks, you know, Jadakiss, Styles P. I've worked with Termanology, and that's been a great experience. Shout out to Termanology. Shout out to
Shout out to Termanology.
yeah, Static Selector. We did some shows in Denver and Boston, and I think one show in Texas for South by Southwest. That's been a great experience. He's been real dope, brother. Dropped a lot of gems. Definitely, it would be dope to work with Redman. He's one of my favorite artists as well. Shout out to P. Got a chance to work with P. That's dope. Dope lyricist, dope artist.
P is definitely nice.
Yeah.
He's been a Bronx killer for a long time.
That's a fact.
He's been a sniper for a long time.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Does he still have that purple P van?
I'm not sure. I didn't see it.
He used to have like a purplish van that said P on the side of it, and he used to be driving through the Bronx in it.
No, I don't. So we had a song out called "No Rest for the Wicked." Shout out to City Life. City produced the beat. He came down to Brooklyn and shot the video with me out there last summer. It's been doing great, and just been in the fold ever since. So he's definitely a dope brother. But yeah, just as far as like artists I want to work with, definitely the Locks, Redman. I want to get a track with Redman. Want to get a track with Jada, Styles P. And then, before all of this, They Not Like Us and all of that, I wanted to do something with Drake, man. I mean, it's as bad as it just seems like this year, they just coming for everybody this year, man.
This year, it's been bad for everyone in the industry.
And, it is so, and it's sad, but like Drake has been outside for a long time.
14 years consistent, I think.
And yeah, constantly on the radio. He's been in a lot of these Red Cup parties and Red Cup cookouts we've been at, a lot of tailgates, a lot of these halftime shows we hearing Drake. And just to they so quick to cancel you, but it's like, you have to do a lot. You're gonna really have to do a lot to get rid of Drake. Like, he's definitely.
Oh yeah, you can't cancel Drake.
Yeah, that's like,
you can't cancel Champagne Poppy. You could laugh, you could say whatever you want to say. Not Like Us is fire. I think we were debating this. I think Kendrick gave us the greatest diss song because it is so dope. You could play it in the club. Like, no knocking Ether. We love Ether.
Right.
My crew, we sampled the original samples to Ether. We did Ether over. I love Ether. But that Kendrick, it knocked something different.
Yeah, no, it's just, and it's at the right time. When Ether was out, there wasn't this social media and all of this going on.
That was the right time for that.
This right here is just like, old folks, young folks, everybody is involved. You can, like you said, you can play it anywhere, and he's spitting facts, but he's also doing it in a very characteristic,
and fun manner,
charisma, with a lot of charisma, a lot of fun, and it's almost like what Drake did to Meek Mill with the back-to-back.
Yeah, that was funny too.
It's just times 10. You know what I mean? So. And it just shows, we're done. That part of Drake is not cool. The corniness and coming for family. Family is off limits. Wives, children.
Unless you battle rapping.
Unless you battle rapping. That's
everything is fair game.
If we talking Tay-Rock and Clips, that's different. we talking about that's a whole different ball game. But as far as like on wax and somebody that you've worked with, because he brought Kendrick Lamar on tour when he was first coming out back in the days.
He did.
So it's just, I would never wanted things to be that ugly with an artist that I'm pretty sure these guys had respect for each other.
At some point. But I don't know. It's like 2024 hit and everybody hated Drake. I'm talking about Rick, Raw. Everybody said something about Drake.
It's the females, man. He's getting all the ex-girlfriends, and you guys are at the studio. He's got your girl bro. There. He texting your girl while you in the booth. Man.
He's a sniper.
While you laying your verse down, you over there talking to her like,
Champagne Poppy,
offering her
Champagne Poppy,
offering her Earl Grey tea and all of that, So I mean, that's the only thing that's corny. Like I said, family, all of that's off limits, especially if we are men
Yeah.
and we're here building and trying to get bags for our families and try to, put something together, a great product, a great body of work. We should keep it that. Once you start getting personal, mixing and mingling, all of this stuff, there's all these gray areas and all these different things that come out, and now it's just all
It's
ugly.
chaos.
So right after that Shade with Cat Williams, man, it's just been,
It's been up.
everybody getting it.
So you, everybody's been catching strays. So you said something that me and my director of marketing have been having our ongoing debate or stalemate on. We haven't been sure if we really wanted to do it. How did South by Southwest help you?
So for me, when I went, it's if you come from a small town or a small place or just a melting pot of the same thing, it's perfect for you to get out there and see what else is going on, and knowing that you don't have to be confined to just your neighborhood, your city. That fan base is crazy. And you do the right things and go out there, you can really get a lot of followers, a lot of things going for yourself, even set up a tour, things of that nature. So I went out there with my label. I got to meet Quality Control. I got to meet DJ Mustard. Forget the gentlemen that are on Expert Opinion with Math Hoffa. I got to meet those gentlemen. Heineken, I believe his name is. So that's like super network mecca.
Heineken's a record breaker.
Right.
I don't know if a lot of people know, but he's a record breaker.
I'm trying to say, like, it's just, and it's not, you're not gonna, and it's not saying that you're gonna just go there and get famous right then and there. You might have to go a few years. You might have to be, a reoccurring face. But when you go down there, the tools and the people that are down there can help you push your career to the next level. You just got to know how to utilize that. So I had a great time. I was able to meet a lot of different artists, some singers, because I hadn't been able to make any songs with any singers that I was looking for that I liked. I wanted a distinct voice, and I got to meet singers from Tampa Bay and from Louisiana. So I just think it's the network mecca. If you're really serious and you've done all you can do in your city, in your town, you haven't been on any tours or anything like that, if you can make it to South by Southwest, it's a great investment.
See, we've been debating whether we should send one of our artists to go do it, and I talk with the guy who runs it mostly, and he's been like trying to get me to get somebody to go down there for like 2 years, and I just was like, I didn't understand it.
Right.
And I've never been a part of it, and I never really had anybody I knew that's done it. So now I think we might take the time and take the investment and go do that with him.
It's dope. Every show has, for the most part, every show that you go to, there's a big crowd. That's another thing. So, I performed with Static Selector and Termanology, and that crowd was just all faces, races from different places. You know what I'm saying? Dope. And I say, go down there with marketing. Have your banners, your flyers, your T-shirts, whatever you're looking to push. That whatever your artist is about, they're gonna buy everything. They're gonna follow. They're gonna take all the QR codes, everything. That's where you go.
That's where you go do your guerrilla marketing or guerrilla promotion.
Yes. The hanging microphone. They had that right in the middle of the street. And you just saw people from from Malibu to like the Ninth Ward from Louisiana, like out there just rapping, just going with their heart. You know what I'm saying? And with their outfits, coming for business, like the Showtime, like the Apollo, like it's that.
What's crazy is to see that Termanologist and Static Selector are doing it, and they're pretty much legends.
Indeed.
Like those names are known in New York and beyond, and you could pretty much say like they are legends. Definitely New York legends for sure.
Indeed,
and
yeah.
To see that they're still doing it, now I'm a little intrigued. Now I'm like, well, hold on, we might have to definitely go down there next year and really shake something.
Yeah, no, you just do a little research, team up with the right people. I went down there, I stayed for about maybe 4 days. I didn't just do the festival. I did a show in San Antonio like the night before. That was pretty cool, you know, it was a nice nightclub. I went and did that. So, you know, it was just, when I knew I was going down, I got on Instagram, I seen who was there before. I got in contact with certain people. Hey, you know, I'm an artist, this is my resume. I sent them my EPK and everything, and I was able to line a show up in San Antonio, you know what I'm saying?
So
it's
you
like,
made the most of it.
yeah, you gotta, and then it's not even about, you know, spending a whole lot of money, just spending the right money, doing the right things, you know. You wanna look, you know, spend your money on your presentation, on your sound, but not necessarily on, you know, the venue and the club or whatever the case may be. If it's just you, if it's just your artist and he's going down there to make a splash on the scene, make sure he look good, whatever he's bringing looks good, and then he's just ready to network and be everywhere. It's stay focused. It's women, there's everything going on down there. Just know why you're there. And stay focused.
You gotta be on top of your game while you're out there.
Oh yeah. I could have had a wild time at the Airbnb, but I did my job, and I was watching Netflix after that, and then get up 6 in the morning, back out there again, more shows. Like, you know, we could do all of that back home. We here to let them know what my name is. You know.
So you let me know. We'll make sure it makes the episode post credit. You got to send me the information. But what's some of the things Debanaire is working on right now?
My second album is coming out by the name of Alchemy. It's dropping on my birthday, August 8th, in a few weeks. So shout out to Pure Artist Music. Shout out to Play Too Much, K-Tuck, D Dave, City Life, a few producers that's on the record, that's on the album, and maybe about 10 tracks. I'm looking forward to it. It's my sophomore album, and right now that's the biggest thing, putting all my energy behind that.
Okay, so that you got going on. How did you get into the endorsement side where you're working with the brands?
It's the Instagram and the internet. You know, a lot of times, you know, I'm a proud stoner, so, you know, a lot of times when I like to go and think and have a moment or write my lyrics, I might go check out maybe a dispensary. If they got like a brand that I like, I'll put it on my page, I'll tag them, you know, I'll put people on, and the brands, they see that, you know, they hit you in the DM. I stayed at the A-Loft. You know, I had a show in Long Island City. I stayed at the A-Loft. I played the hotel, played my video in the lobby. I filmed it. I filmed the bar. I got good video, good cuts, clipped it up. I tagged them. They hit me in the DM. Whoa, man, thank you for for showing love. You know, we want to send you some percentage off on your next stay. Can we repost this? And, you know, things of that nature.
People do not realize how important a good phone and camera quality is right now.
Yeah.
Because you can do a clip in front of a store, not thinking about it, and have that store hit you later on saying, yo, we wanna do something with you, we wanna work with you. Especially if you're a smoker and you go to a shop.
Right.
Like that shop might hit you and they wanna budget you or something like that.
Man, I'm telling you, like, and I haven't smoked all my life. I just started smoking like in my late 20s. And I've been to some of the spas in Colorado and Denver, and just off of the Instagram and tagging the brands, reading the label, and just like, oh man, this is pretty good, doing my research on a product. And if I found something that I identified with myself, I would put other people onto it, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the CEOs or the people that created that product will reach out to the DM and ask you questions, or how can we perfect this, or where should we go next? And if you have a valuable, you know, maybe a opinion on the next steps, you might get thrown a percentage, or they might ask you, you know, can we send you some free stuff? I've got sent some, you know, some free zips.
I just wondered when you walked up. I said, oh, okay, this is gonna be a fun interview.
Listen, hey, for me, it helps me with creativity. I had a pulmonary embolism in 2020, and that's blood clots in the lungs.
Okay.
So and that's that's a life-threatening
Situation.
right? So coming out of that, dealing with some anxiety, dealing with a lot of pressure with being an artist and trying to think of ways of expanding my brand and not getting sleep, doing shows back to back. Sometimes you got to figure out ways to kind of level, your stress, your psyche, your mental. I have 2 children. You got to be there. You got to wear many hats. You got to figure out how to get that balance. So, I did my research. I don't just go to the smoke shops and go to the Ox and go give me a purple pack. No, I need to go.
You want to know what's going on.
What's sativa? Oh, what we doing? 27% this what helps with this, CBD in it. Okay, cool. That's where I'm at with mine. I'm not just rolling up packs
It's
trying
not
to
just
look cool.
recreational.
Yeah. We gotta dig deep into this, and it's $1 billion industry. So if you're able to enjoy and make money off of it at the same time, why not?
Absolutely. You got to tag me in with your people.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I definitely was thinking about, I'm not a smoker, but because I get paranoid. I don't like being paranoid. So I do want to do the Dash Fire strain.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
dope little pack with my little logo, something like that. So you tag me in with somebody, and we'll see where we go from there. So I got another question. How do you feel that AI is affecting our music?
Oh man, this AI. It's bad enough these guys can't rap anyway. Now they type in bad lyrics into the AI and it's the AI is helping them. I don't know. I stay away from it because I'm just from the pure, banging my pen. Now, I keep my bars in my phone. But I'm not feeling it all the way. I think if you want to, if they keep it with the kids and like kids bop or kids songs or something like that, that's cool. But when you start mimicking legends, like what Drake did with the Tupac thing, we're back on that. That was horrible. That was horrible.
Drake, you taking over my whole interview,
I'm sorry, man. But it was a perfect example
yeah,
of
that was a good segue to that.
cutting corners with this is something that this is something that you want to create for yourself, but it's not your voice, it's not your original idea or thought. You're throwing it into AI and it's just it just cheapens the game. It takes the purity out of it.
I was wondering if he wrote that and then put it into the voice.
That's what that's what they said that he probably, and then but it's like with you was like who knows, because you already got the ghostwriter allegation, so you going double ghost, your ghostwriter got a ghostwriter, what we doing, So I wouldn't have went there against a Kendrick Lamar, but he tried to get, and then Pac, you can't just let him let my man live. But with all that being said, it just cheapens the game, man. We already losing so much when it comes to just not even artists doing good music. It's just whatever's popular, whatever's pop. There's no culture. I'm trying to find it within after 2015 until now. Like who, I like after the Big Sean's and the Young Thugs. Like I'm trying to find who was carrying the culture. That's why Drake got this long run, Kendrick Lamar. Like we still, even though we like the distractions and the Ice Spices and all of that, we still want the purity. We still need music to do laundry to go to work to. Nobody's popping it behind all day 24/7.
I was going to ask you what you think about the state of the industry, but you're getting right into it.
Yeah.
So the state of the industry, I think, is in a little bit of a disarray. Because they're chasing numbers.
Right.
And I think that's a big problem. So what we spoke about earlier, they need to get back to artist development. You know what? You got an artist who's talented, make him go through the grind, send him through the circus, send him to a crisis bar or SOBs. Let him work and learn how to control the crowd. Because if you notice, it's less and less rappers at the festivals.
Oh yeah.
Because they're boring.
Yeah.
10 guys go on the stage and they think it's just a performance. They think they killed it. Oh, it was a movie. Nobody paid attention to you.
Right.
So I think we really do need to get back to developing. I seen you honed your craft those years, because every time I heard you, you got better. And I was like, damn, That is a problem. So let me ask you a question.
Appreciate you.
Whose idea was it? They kept calling us saying, "Hey, we want Deb to battle Gage on some was it K Shark?"
It probably was him because I don't really battle. I just started doing the battles. And K Shark, shout out to K Shark TV and the Shark Tank, DJ Ralph CBS, DJ Dr. Hollywood. I don't battle, but they wanted, because of the lyrics and they heard the songs and they're fans of mine, they wanted me to get in the ring, but they never told me who I was battling.
So I got the phone call and I'm like, who? I said, that's family. I said, family don't battle each other.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who that is? I said, that's my brother.
And then when they told me, I was like, oh, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. Especially like, you know, for me, I'm just kind of dipping my toe into it. It's not something I want to be known for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once in a while, you know, to kind of get other rappers to kind of get involved with the brand, I wouldn't mind doing it to help promote the brand and what you guys got going on. But I definitely do not want to be known as a battle rapper. Like, that's not my thing. But
so
yeah.
I think you're the first person I'm saying this to. I was going to say it to someone else, but I think once a month, I'm going to see if I could book a venue, and once a month put together a cipher. So with the people I started it with, this show with, I think I'm gonna put that together. Nice. And we put together a cipher, and I really want to hear bars. Like, I go to bars on I-95, shout out to bars on I-95, because I want to hear bars. I go to Sway in the Morning because I want to hear bars. Like, it's cool, the music that these younger kids are making. I can dance to it or listen to it or right. even bop to it. Their beats are crazy. They pick the best beats. They pick the best beats.
Indeed.
But then they don't say anything on some of their songs. And I'm just like, I can listen to it. I can tolerate it. Sometimes I enjoy it. But then sometimes I'm just like, I want to hear some bars today. Like,
right.
And then I got to go on YouTube. I got to go search certain things. And then sometimes, I'm not going to say, certain platforms get hot. And then they start letting the kids we don't want to hear on there.
I know a few of those platforms. Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad. I'm not going to say anything about, you know, want to keep it, you know, but yeah, stick to the purity. But then when it becomes about what you said, the numbers. Somebody gets in the air, and then we got to start letting so-and-so onto this platform so we could get super lit. I mean, I understand it as far as the numbers, but, you know, yeah.
I think sometimes you do yourself a disservice when you take a step backwards like that. It's almost like dumbing down your platform when you was already gonna, everybody, we're gonna go to this show.
Yeah.
We won't go to this show because we want to see what they got going on. And then when you do that, it's like, all right, let me go back to bars on I-95. Now I don't even search for certain platforms anymore. Like I keep hearing people say, "Oh, this platform is hot," and I'm like, "It was," but I'm not going to talk bad about it because that you do your thing. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna ask you to be one of the first guests on my cipher.
Most definitely.
I'm gonna put it together. I'll reach out. So, give me the name of your album that's coming out, the name of your past album, and let everybody know where they could find you, IG, everything. Just give the people.
What's going on? Go by the name Debanaire, better known as the Black Bruce Wayne, representing Fort Greene, Clinton Hill, Washington Ave, Brooklyn, New York. You can find my music on all streaming platforms and also on pureartistmusic.com. I have several mixtapes, and an album by the name of Dopamine is on all streaming platforms currently right now. My new single, Tapped In, which is going to be the leading single off of my album Alchemy, is out right now. Go check that out. My Instagrams and handles and all of that is The Real Debanaire. That's The Real, Debanaire, and that's on Instagram, and just Debanaire on YouTube and everything else. So definitely check me out. Alchemy dropping August 8th. Shout out to Pure Artist Music.
All right, so we got Debanaire here on Crash the Industry, and what we're about to do is we're about to get into crashing the stage because that's what he's about to do. What's the name of the songs you're about to perform?
I have a song by the name of King, which I'll be dropping next year, actually, for the Juneteenth.
Oh, so I'm getting an exclusive.
Getting an exclusive.
Woo!
Indeed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, indeed. And then a song called Hold You Up. It's It's gonna be a bonus track on my album. You can only get that on the website, pureartistmusic.com. So I want to give you a taste of that right now.
Let's get into that. All right, so we just got. What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in to Crash the Industry. And without no delay, I want to get into this live performance, The Real Debanaire.
I mean, they're killing my friends. As simple as that. And have been all the years that I've been alive. For no reasons which have any validity.
Brooklyn, baby. Huh? Yeah. Shout out to my brothers, my people, city life, pure artists. Man, I do, cause saying less is more. My energy move crowds and shake the floor. My melanin's power shining through my pores. The crown may tilt, but it never fall. Born great, call for the gods. Our birthright is kings, lost in the abyss of struggle, seeking some lightning. A sign from the higher powers. Meteor showers, a place upon the throne with fertile lands and homes. I call my brother king, cause he far from a nigga. Even though he's made my face at the end of his trigger. Even though he rather act instead of thinking for bigger. Even though he's smacking his wife and abusing that liquor. These gems I carry, king, you can't pawn for figures. Just artifacts that place that art in facts. Yeah, go figure, descended of Kemet. Yeah, king, we all been richer. We should sip from the well instead of fighting for pictures. Get the picture? Man, I do, cause saying less is more. King, my energy move crowds and shake the floor. King, my melanin's power shining through my pores. The crown may tilt, but it never fall. Man, I do, cause saying less is more. My energy move crowds and shake the floor. My melanin's power shining through my pores. My crown may tilt, but it never fall. Constellation cruising, I'm a star, and I can telescope from afar. They hang on every bar. I'll be cooking, bro, like your favorite auntie that deserve her own cooking show. The recipe is different, but it's hitting. I can feed your soul. Home is where the heart is, or at least where it should be. It is what it is, or it is what it should be. They told you you ain't have it, that's a fact, or it could be. Life is what you make it. I'm just making what should be, could be. That good turning into physician, that good ether, alchemy, create the vision. It's better when you start to see it like it was written. Sometimes you gotta travel without lifting your pivot. Get it? Man, I do, cause saying less is more. My energy move crowds and shake the floor. My melanin's power shining through my pores. The crown may tilt, but it never fall. Man, I do, cause saying less is more. My energy move crowds and shake the floor. My melanin's power shining through my pores. The crown may tilt, but it never fall. Yeah, but it never fall. Yeah. King, man, I do, cause saying less is more. King, my energy move crowds and shake the floor. King, my melanin's power shining through my pores. King, the crown may tilt, but it never fall. Yeah. That shit right. Hold on, pardon me. Got you. Yeah. Energy. Yeah. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm trying to live, not just survive. I ain't even gonna hold you. If a bag and play, I might have to slide. I ain't even gonna hold you. You can move with me or step aside. I ain't even gonna hold you. What you pray for, still gotta grind, right? Life hard to be difficult. I make plays but ain't getting no. It's love day in the elliptical, but this every day you can't skip it though. I'm in pain but mad difficult. Only giving love that's reciprocal. Wake up, wait, check the miracle. I am still him, what a miracle. I'm making my way though. Cause even as kids we never had played though. Still making my plays though. I was molded for this, now I'm building on payroll. You still making my plays roll. Now it's runways, they features and guaranteed payroll. I was praying for change, bro. Then it started with self. Was I change here to change go? Curving. Bad vibes and low energy. Anybody moving finicky. Switching up like they kidding me when they frenemies. Curving. Anything not meant for me. Entertaining low frequencies. I'm an alchemist, not a scientist. This ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to live, not just survive. I ain't even gonna hold you. If a bag of play, I might have to slide. I ain't even gonna hold you. You can move with me or step aside. I ain't even gonna hold you. What you pray for, still gotta grind. Don't hold me up. I'm getting to it, don't hold me up. I'm getting to it, don't hold me up. I'm getting to it, don't hold me. Right. Time to me is like currency. They forget the past and want the currently. I'm in the business of come and see. I master waves in the currency. It's all love till you charge a fee. I be popping out, but it's worth for me. I'm here for the pill, not the purchase. See, I'ma need a bag, it ain't the purse for me. Pinning and cooking, whomever they booking or looking or think that I couldn't. I never thought can or I couldn't. How could them? My DNA Crooklyn, and that's where the crooks win. This is that one in the chamber. No Russian roulette if it's squeezing is danger. Imminent fatal, but blessings to cradle. My sister's my angel. I'm peeping the angles right. You got a part of me in my plight. You got a part of me in my stride. I did less or more, cause less was more, and I ain't need the whole gang to ride. I let the anger in, I should've cried. I let the anger win, I should've tried. Now it's more or less, if it's more or less, and it's always more cause I'm alive. I'm trying to live, not just survive. I ain't even gonna hold you. If a bag of play, I might have to slide. I ain't even gonna hold you. You can move with me or step aside. I ain't even gonna hold you. What you pray for, still gotta grind. Don't hold me up. I'm getting to it, don't hold me up, hey. I'm getting to it, don't hold me up. I'm getting to it, don't hold me up. Right, yeah, 'cause I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm trying to live, not just survive. I ain't even gonna hold you. If a bag of play, I might have to slide. I ain't even gonna hold you. You can move with me or step aside. I ain't even gonna hold you. What you pray for, still gotta grind, right. Don't hold me up, don't hold me up, don't hold me. Don't hold me up, don't hold me up, let's go. Don't hold me up, don't hold me up. Don't hold me. We get into it. We get into it. Yeah, flex. We get into it. Right.
You got into it in the second one, boy. What was your inspiration for King?
I think with making and creating music, you definitely can't forget where you come from, what the message is, and what the overall objective is. And for me, it's building a legacy. It's uplifting. I love to make music and have a good time, but I also love to teach. I also love to uplift. And for the reason that I even started with music, I needed a compass, with life. You don't get all the answers when you're brought to this world, and, mom and dad don't know everything as well. And some of us didn't have mom and dad. So you look for avenues and pathways to navigate your life, and church and all of these things are not necessarily only answer or even the answer for all of us.
And you said that song is coming out next year?
It's coming out next year. I wanted to put it out with Juneteenth. I wanted to I'm on the bill for a few festivals, so it's gonna be something that I use. I wanna get the crowd, I wanna get young black men chanting king. I want them to remember that they're kings, and they don't have to just fall through the cracks of what they see and what society has already labeled us when we put on this planet.
Call each other kings.
Right.
We're gonna chant that. I'm definitely pulling up to that
doubt.
festival.
Yeah.
But for my next guest, I just want y'all to know y'all all got to come with exclusives now. He already set the bar. He set the bar. He gave me a song that's not coming out till next year. Now the name of that second song, was that Alchemy?
The second song is called Hold You Up.
Hold You Up.
And it's gonna be on Alchemy. It's a feel-good song. It's a song that I wrote when I was going through a little bit something mentally. I had to cut away from certain beings, certain people that was in my corner. I thought that was in my corner.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The sneaky hate. Yo, man, you know, I see what you're doing. You know, like, you know, they give you compliments, but they kind of give you sneaky hate at the same time. You know, I had to get away from those guys that they get mad at you for elevating.
Yeah, they try to bring you back. They try to hold you back.
You know, like I love my block, but I've seen homicides, I've seen people get jumped, I've seen all of these things. Now it's a pass by. Now I'm gonna pass by, I'm gonna say what up. I'm not chilling with y'all all day, all night on the block.
You got too much going on,
and they can't get that because we came from the same place. And because you haven't elevated your being to see yourself in other areas and spaces, you can't see past building 4 or the Ox spot. And that's not for me. I'm gonna come through, I'm gonna say what's up. It's good to see y'all still alive. It's good to see you home for the summer, but that's not what we're doing.
Okay. I wanted to say that was a great performance, and I was so happy to interview you. You definitely got to come back right before your album drops so we could do another interview, and we'll probably push that up and put it out right away.
No doubt.
I look forward to great things from you. Just make sure you keep me informed in all your shows and everything, and we will start promoting this when the show releases and everything, when we start to drop the season. But damn, that song had a lot of energy, my brother. I ain't gonna hold you up.
I appreciate you, brother.
So, anything you want to say again to the people before you get out of here? Plug the album. Let them know when it's dropping. One more time, give them your info, and we do it again one more time and get out of here.
My favorite quote is, "Are you living or just existing?" We only get one of these, man. And some of us have had near-death experiences. Some of us have gotten second chances. Don't be selfish. Give back, uplift, and do what you love. You know, the thing that you enjoy doing when nobody's watching, make sure you're doing that when everybody's watching. Be proud to be who you are and enjoy your life. You only get one, and give back. Dope.
And when's the album dropping?
August 8th, man, Alchemy. Make sure you go get that, all streaming platforms. I'm having a listening event. I'll be sending it out to certain individuals. It's gonna be media there. I got a documentary that's gonna be coming out around that time. So just tap in with me. The Real Debanaire on Instagram. Everything is gonna be right on there, man.
Okay, appreciate you, my brother.
Thank
We're gonna
you.
close out the show. That's Crash the Industry. He just crashed the stage. Make sure y'all tune in with The Real Debanaire. Tap in with us. Appreciate y'all. Yo, that was fire, bro.
Hold you. If a bag and play, I might have to slide. I ain't even gonna hold you. You can move with me or step aside. I ain't even gonna hold you. What you pray for, still gotta grind, right? Life hard and be difficult. I'm placing bets, but ain't hitting no. It's leg day on the elliptical, but this every day, you can't skip it though. I'm in pain, but magnifico. Only giving love, that's reciprocal. Wake up, wait, check the miracle. I am still him, what a miracle. I'm making my way though, cause even as kids, we never had played though. Still making my plays though. I was molded for this, now I'm mildew on payroll. Used to waiting for payroll, now it's runways and features and guaranteed payroll. I was praying for change, bro, then it started with self. Once I changed, here the change go. Curving. Bad vibes and low energy. Anybody moving finicky. Switching up like they kidding me, but they frenemies. Curving. Anything not meant for me. Entertaining low frequency.
New York, what's up, New York? Listen, we in New York, right?